Come link with me under the Iroko tree. Make a reason, the rebel season. Speaking the truth for the youths. Maintaining the spiritual rules. Maintaining the spiritual rules. Maintaining the spiritual rules.
Blessed love, welcome forward again under the Iroko tree. Iroko reasoning, spiritual roots, tapping into the spiritual roots of things as always. I want to give thanks for the supporters. I want to say big up to the ancestors, present and past, who teach us right and wrong, so now we know what to choose from. Yes? I will come forward in the spirits of Ubuntu. I am because you are, I am well if you too are well. In the spirits of Ma'at. I will say Hotep, Uncle Johnson, Neb. So we're there again with the next one. So based on the last video, which said we add a next root or two more roots to the reasoning. And one of those is sharing plants, as Mr. Learning and sharing, learning to unlearn to learn, and sharing. Because them say share is caring, sharing is caring, right? So we add the root to the thing. So each time going forward, we hope we can come forward with a new herb, aka bush. And then the next section or the next root is where we're going to share something that we are working on within the self to grow with or from. So yeah man, the herbs corner right as I know. So we're going to see if we can show this one here. Who a second to look on it, and based on how it look, if we can decide we want to think it possibly might name. Hopefully we can see this properly. Support the thing so we can get one of them fancy camera there for do. Do the way we want to do the do, yeah. So hopefully it will zoom properly and you can see what go on. So look at that. You know what I mean? So I know the bigger one, I know of it. But since we start the video, I realize that there's this smaller version of it. I don't know if it's a younger part of will grow to this size or is a next version of the same plant. So I will have to look into that. But for the bigger one, that's the one I'm going to speak on. So, you know what I mean? Here's a bloom. It have this 3 leaves thing there and it has this spot. So there you go with nature. Everything nature produce has a seed. It produces the seed, it dry, bursts open, it drops, so it grow more of this. So we're not supposed to, on a wider scale, we're not supposed to talk about famine and shortage of food. Because nature gives us a seed in every fruit, everything. So we can just plant it back like the birds. Eat, drop it, and it grow. Yes? So that's the intelligence of nature right there. So we just need to observe and learn. So, yeah man, take a next look. See it there? So based on how it look, we might have some kind of idea what it might name. It's one of them fun ones. All of them fun still based on them properties and all of that. But the name of the one you know, I'll tell you. Alright, so one of its name is butterfly pea, right? But the fun name now is Clitoria ternatia. So yeah, so when we say the name, I guess it becomes obvious. It has this look of a body part, female body part, and as we see, this younger one has that bright pink. And for who know, you know what I mean, that pink. Yeah, females, I'm bridging them, I don't know the thing if you don't know the thing. Yeah, so this one I know, as I say, fun name. And also fun in its properties of health wise. So when giving us some information, we recite in the properties of go do the research, forget. But yeah man, Clitoria ternatia. Right there. In the wild. So as we say, not a doctor, not a physician, nothing like that. All we do is do some research, share what we are learn. So all that we can learn and grow together. And the seeds of that now pass bear fruits. So we out them. Yes? Because it's all about them. All that we there so I do should be about them. And we need to do what we are do with acknowledgement of that. So no physician, not a doctor, none of that. But we're going to say the greatest thing to your health is knowledge. And not just knowledge, but the use of the knowledge. And not more pharmaceutical dosage. So the greatest thing to your health is knowledge and the use of that knowledge, not more dosage of pharmaceuticals. Right? Right. So we have that. Yeah, so again, I don't know we know this, we just do the research. See the same implement where all the way walk around with there, the phone. There's Google, there's YouTube. So we go up on Google and we find it. See? So based on some of what them say it can do for you, personally, I have been trying the tea thus far. Feel good, you know what I mean? So I use myself as a guinea pig as well, based on doing the research as much as possible. Cross-checking on different platforms to make sure say, the information will look the same across platforms or across sites. So with this one now, improve eyesight. See that? And then we have improve hair growth, improve skin. And as we talk about, you see the aphrodisiac thing in it as well. See this, so again, we know the thing, who know the thing, know the thing. Antioxidants. So just do the research. So there we go. Clitoria ternatia, otherwise butterfly pea. And I think it's also called blue tea as well, because I think there's a blue version of that same thing. So the herbs corner, aka bush, as we call it. But that is how we heal in our food there, and we need to recognize that. So the next part of the spiritual route we add now is to share one thing where we are work on in terms of grow from or grow with. You know what I mean? And we are going to say fear, false evidence appearing real. And there are so many. But one of them for me when I grew up with is the fear of being good, of doing well. Might sound strange for some people, it might not sound strange for some people, but yeah. So it feel like that thing there, I grew up with it and it feel like it robbed me of so much because I never wanted to be that good example for say, everybody saying, hey, look at him, he's doing that, why are you not doing that, why are you not following me? So that, I mean, they kind of fear that somewhat. So that they kind of hold me back from do certain things. But in retrospect, when we look back, we also can see say, it me probably wouldn't dare so I do this either. So we give thanks while we acknowledge what we have to work on within the present. So yeah man, you can share something in the comment section. Like we talk about it, we go through it together, we try grow with it or from it together. So we become a better version of what we are presently. Give thanks. Yeah, so the main root of this reasoning now is, boy, there's so much to talk about, I'm not even sure which one to pick. Hold on, I'll spin the wheel on that one, yeah? Give me a second, hold on. Alright, we'll just talk about this. Why are we not standing up to ourselves, for ourselves? Yeah? What the 1, 2, 3, 4 crew we are going with. So we seek loyalty, we seek, and we always be seeking that. And we always seek that from others. But are we loyal to ourselves? Are we standing up to ourselves, for ourselves? And we are talking about, as always, from the positive side of things. Yeah? So we know so the liquid bad for we know so the food bad for we. But we have this little thing where we tell ourselves, say, why a long time I not do this, you know? Or good while I not do this, you know? And then when we check our lives and look back and count the amount of a long time I not do this and how them add up and then how them contribute to it, we realize, say, we haven't been standing up to ourselves for ourselves. And as always, we recognize the children are in training. And when they see us treating the way they see us treating ourselves, they're going to take that as the best treatment for them to adapt as well. So we need to check into this thing. And ready for jape up yourself and say, yo, look at man, what you do? What the 1, 2, 3, 4 crew you are going with? We know so that thing I can, in the next 5, 10 years can give me cancer. Why am I not stand up to myself and say, yo, don't eat this, don't drink this? You know what I mean? Also when it comes to hurting people or putting ourselves in the position to get hurt. You know what I mean? Because there might be one little aspect of the thing that's there that we see and we like. So we rather put ourselves through some kind of a situation just to get that one little thing out of the situation. And we know that it don't make sense. But we now stand up to ourselves, for ourselves, to put ourselves in a better place. So we know so we even become better at making the decisions. So if me can be my best friend, then I'm going to expect somebody else to be my best friend when me can guide myself to the to what is best for me. You know what I mean? So that is unfair to the next person. You put that burden on them when I don't take responsibility for myself the way I'm supposed to. And I put myself in a harm's way. What kind of friend am I to me if I do that consistently? Yes? We need to check in. We need to understand say how we are govern everything about we. And why we're not creating experiences for ourselves rather than just trying to experience what is created for us to experience. You know what I mean? These are the type of things. Are we really going within, talking to ourselves? A lot of us go in front of the mirror to get dressed, but we're not looking in the mirror to address ourselves. You know what I mean? So these things. So we need to have regular moments throughout the day, throughout the week, where we drape up ourselves and so the 1, 2, 3, 4 create go on with. You need to do better to yourself, for yourself. And then your children or whosoever loved ones that are in your life or at any relationship level at all, they will be getting the best version of you as well. And if each of us start to do that, so it's not like me there, I come from a perfect place. It's recognizing these things within myself and realize I need to be a better friend to me. So as we say, learning and sharing. You know what I mean? So when we create that discipline for ourselves, treat ourselves as this sacred being, then therefore everyone else around us will seek to follow suit. You know what I mean? But if we not do it for ourselves, they're going to treat we based on the way them see we treat ourselves. You know what I mean? So we need to check in. Yeah man, so every now and then we're supposed to grab up ourselves in the collar or in the waist and say, yo, what the 1, 2, 3, 4 we are going with? The thing that I am doing to myself, would I take this from a next person? Really? You know what I mean? And the answer should be no. And then therefore you should be looking at yourself as the next person and realize that don't treat yourself the way you don't want somebody else to treat you. You know what I mean? So these are things we need to address within our lives, within ourselves. So the children, again, the children can see we do we best to live our best life. You know what I mean? So we become a living example for them and not just yeah. And them supposed to follow and do what I say and don't do what I do. You know what I mean? And we know how that go for the most part. So we are treat the one self we have too casually most of the time, too much joke. We need to take ourselves somewhat more serious half the time and stand up to ourselves, especially from a health perspective. You know what I mean? We can't know that the thing is bad for us and have the potential to create harm and confusion and mayhem and chaos for in somewhere in the near future or even long future. You know what I mean? Why we want to set up. And then if we have loved ones, are we not thinking about them in terms of how we treat ourselves? Because if we take care of ourselves, then we will become less of a burden and we loved ones. So if we love them, we're supposed to have ourselves on a level if we know that don't become a burden to anyone based on how I treat myself. You know what I mean? So these are the things we need to be looking at and addressing them. As we say, we're looking at the mirror to get dressed, but we're not looking to address ourselves when we're looking at the mirror. You know what I mean? So it spiritually, make me tap in and be, yeah man, make us stand up to ourselves, for ourselves. As we say, drape up ourselves ever so often and say, yo, what the 1, 2, 3, 4 career are going with. You know what I mean? Just like how we wouldn't take that treatment from anybody. You know? So become the anybody where you won't take no foolishness from. You know? The relationship we're jumping at it because yo, the boy have banty leg and him have bow leg and you know what I mean? And him squinting me eye 2 times and say, yo, I'm not a girlfriend and you know say I lie and tell. But because of whatever the reason is, you figure say, you know so I can. You know what I mean? And then 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 months, whatever down the line, you beat yourself and I say, what I want me to do, D? What me do? Just for that moment of that, whatever that was. You know what I mean? So these are things we need to check in. We the man them we know say boy that one there. Problem. Left her alone. Somehow we really need that, like a detector on that thing there. You know what I mean? So when we go close we say no, not this one. You know what I mean? These kind of things. Because within ourselves we not stand up. So to ourselves. For ourselves. We keep on leaving these things to outside entities to guide us, to try to protect us. You know what I mean? To look out for our best interests. And even at that point, some of us, people are doing that, but we're still rejecting that as well. You know what I mean? So that's the lower level of treatment where we get to ourselves. And we need to check in, we need to realize, and we need to be brutally honest with ourselves. And brutally honest don't mean being brutal. You know what I mean? It just means that you're being truthful, whatever that truth is. So it's a serious thing and we need to check in and this is how we are losing spirituality because we're not tapping into the self and treat the self or the self as we hear the cliches them all the time. The body is the temple. The universe is within us. We are gods of our own destiny. So why we not tap in, why we not take it serious as it should be taken? We need to drape up ourselves and say, yo, what the 1, 2, 3, 4 we are going with? This not really make sense and it not work out. Too much more potential is there for greater to be done and have. Yeah man, so make you treat yourself better now. We don't need loyalty from others, you know. We just need principles for ourselves. You know what I mean? And based on how those principles allow us or make us treat ourselves, then if we want loyalty from others, we don't have to ask them. Because based on how them see we treat yourself, and we can just know say it's either, you know. You know what I mean? Them people that don't take foolishness. So we need to check in, we need to tap in. They could treat yourself better. And as I say, the better we treat ourselves, and the better we are going to treat our children. And the better our children are going to learn to treat themselves. And less of a burden we become to anybody. Because we attack holistically. From what we eat, what we drink, how we think, what we listen, all of these things. Because if you remember, so we don't only consume by just eating food. It's by thinking, hearing, smelling, all of what we choose, situation how we choose to put ourselves in and through. So, I could tap in and stand up to ourselves, for ourselves, and stop burdening other people with that responsibility and stop expecting other people to give us that when we're not giving it to ourselves. So we just need to drape up ourselves and say, yo, what the 1, 2, 3, 4 you are going with. So just knowing better no make no sense, you know, without doing better. So that we need to strive for, to be doing better, not just to know better. As we talk about nature, if we look at nature, I realize, take the goat for example. If him knows that bush the poison, nah, eat it. So this animal what we say is a dumb animal, nah, no sense. I demonstrate a principle where I protect itself. Even though it might hungry, see the bush. It knows that don't eat the bush, it have a search, it have a find for a bush where it should be eaten. So it demonstrates so what we want to say, we were so highly intelligent, can be so principled as to protect ourselves from ourselves to that level. You know what I mean? So we really need to look on that. Something like that's supposed to grip really in our color, in our trousers waist or pants waist or whatever waist. And as we say, we ask ourselves what the 1, 2, 3, 4 we're going on with. We say blessed love, and we say peace to all of the family out there. Take care of yourself, take care of the family, take care of the environment. So the environment will take care of we. And we say, look for more than what is shown, listen for what more than what is said, and choose the better side of the emotion to make sense, which is based on logics and evidence, and not just run with emotion because you are deemed under threat. You know what I mean? So, as we say, stand up to the self, for the self. Blessed love.
Come link with me under the Iroko tree. Make a reason, the rebel season. Speaking the truth for the youth. Maintaining the spiritual rules. Maintaining the spiritual rules. Maintaining the spiritual rules.